Hi, my name's Kathy. I'm one of the founders and shareholders of Alpasion vineyard in the Uco Valley in Mendoza in Argentina. Our wine label tells our story. You can see here the signature and the fingerprints of all the investors on our label, and it shows it's a group of friends that got together to make iconic wine. Back in 2009, a group of us were on a course in INSEAD in France, and one evening after we'd had probably too much very good food and drunk far too much really nice wine, we had this crazy idea to set up a project to make a vineyard in Argentina. And we actually went and did it and founded Alpasion Vineyard. I'd now like to introduce you to our selection of wines. Starting over on the far left here, we have two What About Me labels, which are our entry level. So we have a Sauvignon Blanc and a Malbec. We then have our unoaked Malbec, followed by our silver label with the fingerprints and signatures of all the investors, and that's our Grand Malbec that we've made since 2011. We also have a number of different varietals in the Grand line, which include the Cabernet Franc and the Petit Verdot you can see there. We also have a Grand Chardonnay and a Grand Cabernet Sauvignon, but I don't have either of these to show you at this moment. The next one we have is the Gold Fingerprints and Signatures, and this is our private selection. And this is a blend of wines, and the blend varies from vintage to vintage. This particular one for 2014 comprises Malbec, Shiraz, Petit Verdot and Cabernet Franc. And then the last three wines we have are all special labels. So this one here is the Lev Yashin Malbec from 2014, and it was made for the Football World Cup in Russia and was served in one of the stadiums. The next wine we have here is Old School, and this is a selection of our reserve wines blended together, and you can get it in the lodge in Argentina, and it is also going to be available in Europe. And then finally here we have our owner's selection, and this has the signature and the fingerprint of the owner on it, in this case me, and it's a limited edition wine, and it's comprised of our reserve wines for a number of different vintages. So as well as the owner's selection, we also make other private labels. So if you're considering having a private label, you know where to come to find one. This is the end of the first module in an introduction to wine tasting from Alpasion Vineyard. I hope you'll join me for the next module, which is about selection of the right wine glasses.